So you're thinking about moving to the East Lansing area, but you're kind of unsure about what some of the top neighborhoods are and maybe where you should be looking. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a few neighborhoods that even have some schools within their neighborhood. And if you stick around until the end, I will be able to show you a house that was on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens in the 1960s. And that's one of the neighborhoods we're going to be featuring. So without further ado, let's get started right now. Hey everyone, Troy Seifert here. Thanks for coming to my channel, Lansing, Michigan Life. Today we're going to be featuring some neighborhoods in East Lansing. I'm here right now in downtown East Lansing. School has just started right now. And if you looked at one of my former videos, you've been able to see that I was in downtown Lansing. And yes, it had a baseball stadium. Yes, it had the Michigan Capitol. But if I were to be honest, if I were to look at any of the downtowns in this area, within the greater Lansing area, I would have to say that East Lansing has the most happening downtown. And the reason being is it has just a lot of local places I like to go to. Right now I'm drinking something from Foster's Coffee. That's a local coffee shop. There's a Starbucks in the downtown area, but I do like to support local business. Also, right behind me is a Target within the downtown. So there's a lot of walkable areas here within the downtown that many of you would be able to enjoy. And downtown Lansing doesn't necessarily have some of those things. They do have some restaurants, but here in downtown East Lansing, they have a Target. They have lots of restaurants. They have lots of different types of cuisine that you can have. And so we're not going to take a lot of time to be able to be here in downtown. I just wanted to be able to give you a taste of what the downtown East Lansing area is. But I get phone calls from people all the time who are looking to move to East Lansing, and our team answers those calls all the time. So whether you're looking to buy here in 6 days, 60 days, or even further out than that, our team would love to be able to help you out. So contact us at the information below. And also, if you could like, subscribe, or ring the bell for any notifications so that you can be notified as soon as content comes up on our Lansing, Michigan Live channel. So, like I said, I am right here in the back of the downtown area, and there's a Target in front of me. There's all these restaurants and shops within the downtown East Lansing area. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take you to a few neighborhoods that have schools in them, so it's kind of like a neighborhood school feel. They are very popular neighborhoods in our area. So let me take my coffee, let's hit the road, and we will get going to our first neighborhood, which is just right down like a couple blocks from here. So hey everybody, I am here in Glencairn neighborhood, which is just a couple blocks from where I was just sitting with my Foster's Coffee, right from downtown East Lansing. This is a beautiful historical neighborhood in the area. There are a lot of alumni that live in this neighborhood of Michigan State University. There are also people who might move here who kind of want to be close to everything that's happening with the college community, right? Right down the road, just a couple miles south of this neighborhood is like 1 to 2 miles, I would say, is the Breslin Center and Spartan Stadium. So for those people who are big sports enthusiasts, if you just want to kind of walk down to where the stadium is, you could walk from this neighborhood and you don't have to deal with any of the parking. So some people really take full advantage of that, but you can look around me here and you can see all of the trees. Right behind me is a nice little stately Colonial. Right down this way, you'll see another Colonial. And as I continue to walk here, all you really are going to see around this neighborhood are trees. And this neighborhood was established in the 1920s by a guy whose name was Robert Shaw. And Robert Shaw came from Scotland. And so in the 1920s, he decided to sell his farmland that he had and develop this neighborhood, which we now know as Glencairn. And because he's from Scotland, that's where Glencairn comes from. And so a lot of the streets in this neighborhood, you've got Cowley, you got just some of that, Scottish, I guess, heritage within this entire neighborhood. You can, again, see right behind me, look at some of these homes. I mean, some nice, again, beautiful colonials. Right behind me is a ranch. It's not cookie cutter at all, right? Every single home looks different. It is custom made, which is awesome. And that's why, again, this is a very popular neighborhood because it's not cookie cutter. And the thing I'll tell you with older homes, though, come some issues and problems. But honestly, the pros of this far outweigh the cons of living here. So again, you can see, and you can also see like right behind me over here, it's just, you got nice little side streets over here that are going right behind here. You can kind of hear a street sweeper. So they do clean their roads. That's a good thing. But again, an extremely popular neighborhood that it spans for, for at least a half mile to a mile down this way and behind the university. And a lot of the homes in this neighborhood go for around, I would say, 350,000 upwards to 800,000 to 900,000. So if you're looking to be in an area that's going to be close to the university, this might be the neighborhood for you. Another thing to be aware of is that some of the fraternities and sororities within Michigan State are kind of interspersed on the outskirts of the neighborhood. From what my clients have told me, there have never been any issues with those fraternities or sorority buildings, but it's just something for you to be aware of, that you are definitely in the midst of a college town when you do move here. So let's move on a little further north to Pinecrest neighborhood. Actually, and before I get to that neighborhood, I did tell you that this neighborhood does have a school. Like, I'm taking you to neighborhoods that have schools within them. And this neighborhood, to the northern part of this neighborhood, there is a school called Glencairn School. And that school has 5th and 6th grade students only in that school. But if you have somebody who's in elementary school for a couple years, your kid will be able to walk to school within their own neighborhood, which I feel is pretty cool and pretty awesome. So let's continue to go to the next neighborhood, which is a little further north, Pinecrest neighborhood. Let's go. Hey everyone, so I'm here in Pinecrest neighborhood. I'm starting at a different locale than I did at the other one. One thing that East Lansing schools have done to their elementary schools within the last few years is they've completely redone their elementary schools. So Glencairn, which is just south of here, they redid their 5th and 6th grade school. And then right behind me, we've got the Robert L. Green Elementary School. And this was completely redone. This school did not look like this, at least 3 to 5 years ago. They completely redid this. And it also used to be called Pinecrest Elementary School. But 2 years ago, they voted to name this Robert L. Green. Well, what is the significance of that name? The significance of it is that Robert L. Green was a civil rights activist who was the first Black man to live in the city of East Lansing and be able to purchase a house with the law that President Kennedy made for non-discrimination. And he was a part of the civil rights movement here with the segregation rules. He is a hero in this area. And so they decided to name the school after him, which I think is amazing and awesome. And it's great to know of some leaders within our area that helped get rid of these horrible segregation laws that had existed before. So, awesome to see this, and, he lived here in the Pinecrest neighborhood. That's where he got his first house. So again, really cool that he lived in this neighborhood. The school was here. They named it after him. So nice little tidbit of information for you. But if you look behind me here in Pinecrest, a lot of homes that are here are built in the 1950s, 1960s. And they are different. It's not cookie cutter. If you look right behind me over here, you'll see some more. And I'll continue to try to walk backwards, but maybe I won't do it that way. Let me go this way. Okay, I'll just continue talking and walking here as I go. So the cool thing about Pinecrest is that, in my opinion, this has some affordable housing within the area. On average, the homes within this neighborhood are going from anywhere from 250 to around 400,000. It just depends on the square footage, how many bedrooms and bathrooms you've got. But you can see I'm kind of walking into the heart of the neighborhood right here. And this is definitely within walking distance of the school. The main stretch I'm about to come up to here was this Blanchette Street. And so again, as I get closer to that, I want you to see, again, it's a well-established neighborhood like Glencairn was. Just has, maybe not as historical of homes or not as big of homes or as custom of homes. So I'm gonna turn around right here and now you can see, some of the homes that are over here. Again, they don't look all the same, right? But, a bunch of 2-story homes. Some of them are quite large, some of them are not. But that $250,000 to $400,000 range is what you can bank on in the Pinecrest neighborhood. Right across the street is our other neighborhoods as well that do share with the elementary school over here. But if you're looking to be in a neighborhood where your kids could just walk to school, this would be a great option for you. Even when it's the cold winters here in Michigan, it's a nice little stroll to be able to go to school, right? All right, so last neighborhood. And again, I told you this neighborhood has a house that was on the front cover of Better Homes and Gardens. So let's head up there. It's maybe about another like half mile, then another half mile south. So about a mile away from here. But again, has good access to Michigan State University. It's just a little further out. So let's head over there right now. Hey everyone, I'm here in Whitehills neighborhood. This is the last neighborhood we're going to be taking a look at, but right behind me is a home that was featured on Better Homes and Gardens in 1961. And all the homes in this neighborhood were developed by a man named Albert White. He was a real estate developer. He was a builder. So Al White would have European architects come up with the plans, build these, develop these, and his goal was to have 400 different unique homes within this neighborhood. So here is one of these homes, and is a mid-century modern home. So you're gonna see within this neighborhood some mid-century modern homes. And you're also gonna see some colonial homes. You're gonna see some ranch homes that are sprawling, that are huge. Okay, a lot of homes were built in the 1940s to 1960s, 70s, 80s within this neighborhood. Also, just north of here is the Whitehills Elementary School. So you might be seeing some people riding their bikes because school just got out. It's the 5th and 6th graders. And so easy to ride your bike, walk on a beautiful day. There's also a park known as Albert White Memorial Park, obviously named after the guy who developed this neighborhood. And it has wonderful walking trails within it, peaceful, and it's one of the nicest neighborhoods within the East Lansing area. Right across the street from Whitehills is another very popular park called Patriarch Park. Has a huge playground. My kids have played at it before. They love it. And again, Whitehills is about, I would say about a mile north of Michigan State. So it's a little bit further away from the student life. But then if you have a commute to working in East Lansing, very easy commute as well. And again, like I said, like when you look even behind me, you're seeing just very custom built homes. Some of these homes are ranging anywhere from, I would say, $400,000 and upwards to $800,000 to $900,000. Now, the thing that you have to keep in mind is in East Lansing, if you're going to buy a $400,000 to $900,000 home, your taxes are going to be roughly around $10,000 to $20,000 a year. So it comes with a price around here. You can get some very affordable homes, some beautiful mid-century modern homes within this area for $400,000 to $900,000, maybe even upwards to $1 million, depending on how large it is. But your taxes are going to be $10,000 to $20,000 at least, depending on how much you pay for the house. So again, I thank all of you for coming on this tour of some of the popular neighborhoods within East Lansing. I hope to do other neighborhood tours, one of some, just to show you some homes that are more newly built than some of the homes that are built in some of these older neighborhoods. But continue to follow my channel, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Contact me at the information below if you're looking to buy or sell anytime soon. Thanks again for watching. Make it a great day, and I'll see you next time.